Doing the Enterprise camp. Smokes down towards that long position as the EP main set four start to make their way in. Mangus strikes onto Shane, removing him from play. Now Shui on the site itself can only get that one good frag on the Sting. Splits with an instant responsive, and Han can strike out towards long with a 4-on-2. MHL responds towards him, but a bomb position flashback forward. HiGHLiGHTS not seen just yet. Blytz takes face. HiGHLiGHTS gets a kill, holds back against MHL and doubles up anyway. Counter smoke from Xerxon, perfectly placed. Still, Enterprise are going to charge ahead of it before it blooms. First Mach 10 out for Stinks, dealt with by Jimfat, of course, on the boost up. Doubles up to HiGHLiGHTS. And seeing more players wrapping that corner, gets damage on towards Blytz, but him and Han trying back into the 3-on-3. Oh, great nade landing just beyond that smoke. MHL boosting Shui up and dishing out the damage to take Han down. Blytz is still low. Mangus again going to have to be the heavy lifter. Blytz to offer himself up. Give up the chance, but the jump face round the corner for Shui. Wait for the smoke to clear and then put counter smokes back here. Smoke on towards the coffins and cross. Xerxon with the opener of the round at last. 20 seconds though for the execute itself. Blytz will get one. Jimfat still hiding behind second, turning away from an expected flash. Gets a double up. Doesn't know where Mangus is. The USP will tap towards him and try and escape to harder cover, but unable to stay alive forever. Bomb plant could be denied. The AWP doesn't go for it, but the kill on Han will distract Mang2 Shushes in this round, in this matchup. Seeing Mangus trying to bait them out, forces both players to fire back and deals with one of them. Shui forced to trade back and it continues to extend. They're not expecting this, so he gets a double up and gets the man advantage for the CT side. Oh,
this is so aggressive. Even Sting's trying to run through the long smoke. The HiGHLiGHTS on the other side, catching with the bomb, desperate for the trade frag. So much damage being done, but fights everywhere.
Wow. HiGHLiGHTS burning to less than 50. Xerxon going to hunt for the individual himself. Wrap that corner low. He's blinded that flashbang. Blind sprays back from Blytz. Will be able to turn towards Xerxon's position and bring him back to
prodding the issue towards the half wall. Even Shane over towards the left-hand side, dealing with Mangus. What an off angle. Wasting time for Jimfat's going to be important.
Being in with the nades, and he will get a kill on the first and the second. Might not even need to waste time, just get the whole round together yourself. Bomb plant on Han, the nade landed right at his feet. He'll secure the plant bonus. But the 1v3 clutch with flanks coming in from all angles, surely he doesn't last, and yeah, MHL sees him. Can't quite find that breaking point, it seems. MHL, the AWP set in towards mid, given the breathing room and punishes HiGHLiGHTS to start. Might even get a second kill as well at that next position. It's Han that gets caught, and MHL will double up.
That's a bit dry.
The perfect timing as they turned away from the mid control. Stinks will try to count for it, and Shui will fall. They've seen that bomb. Now they can hard rotate back to that B site with a smoke execution inbound. They will play behind those smokes, but they don't need to have the vision to get the kills. Blind from Xerxon, catching Stinks at the right moment, flashes into the site, will allow the boost to come forward, and Xerxon will be dealt with by Blytz. But still a 3-on-2 for MOUZ. They're going to go for this retake as Mangus is reduced. It's all left on the last man, and Blytz gets his double up. Now needs to get a quadra in the clutch. Could line them up. The taps forward towards Shane, but MHL's AWP will find his fourth kill.
So many footsteps.
They've gone aggressive here in brackets and mid so many times, but not on this occasion. It's Shui instead to attack from long, deal with Stinks and Blytz.
Percentage of 53.2, so in theory, we're looking at 8.
The execution, the M4 of Xerxon makes noise. Flash is sent over, turned away from, gets away with damage, but not a kill to HiGHLiGHTS.
That's a good time.
Crossfire locked, Jimfat with a kill, Shui with another one.
Not even having a lurk down towards that banana position, and that's allowing MOUZ NXT to take it. MHL even connecting while blind.
Yeah, flashbang landing a bit too late. I think he saw a little bit of vision, so blind firing connected it pretty well. Educated guessing in that sense. It's Shane that falls towards Han on the trade, so a 4-on-4. MHL still firing back. Seen one player crossing. Shui can deal with him, but HiGHLiGHTS just blind fires around the corner, gets it to a 3-on-3. Back up as a ride. A flanking down from Xerxon. We'll see the player up at the balcony, but he dives out the way.
Kills the HiGHLiGHTS is found in a round like this.
Yeah, Stinks making a decent frag happen, and then Jimfat and MHL. Execution set towards the A side, comes in real quick here. Apps pop perhaps, Shui ahead of the hay bales. We're able to get that one frag on towards Stinks, so shuts down the early SMG. Rifles already dropping out towards Pit unaccounted for. Mangus able to hold distraction as Blytz gets that trade. Doubles up the same. Xerxon trying to hold on to the site itself as Blytz swings and sees where he is. Backup has arrived to the backstab and everything, and HiGHLiGHTS will get isolated, so a 3-on-3 situation.
Han's waiting for that rotate to come through for the mid position. The NWP struggling, but the shot comes through onto Jimfat.
I have no idea how Han's alive, but he is. Xerxin tagged up lower and lower. Mangus takes face, and Xerxin will get overwhelmed. It's the MHL's orb for the most stellar player in the matchup. It's not going to happen. One man out, Boiler being the lurker for the Enterprise side. The main T side force about to go for the execution. MHL has caught Mangus, and that should be enough info. The utility thrown down. Xerxin boosted. Eli doesn't expect it. Han will try and adjust towards the man, and Xerxin will get back out of dodge. Stinks comes forward with the decent trade. Shui with the SMG responds in kind. A 3-on-2 being gained. Pistols trying to fire back towards them, and MHL was closed in the backstab. A blind kill from Shane leaves it all on Blitz's AK. 1v3 situation, unawares of that backstab, and MOUZ smokes up to the site. Han in that cubby corner will take a fight, but it's Shane with the kill. Stinks with a responsive, a 4-on-4, and Eli has no idea how far they've extended. Stinks going to bail him out. Headshots to be gained by the CT player in the back wall, and he gets them both. Bomb dropped and all. Shane 1-on-4.
Great establishment with the crossfire being set there from Enterprise. Shane tried his best to isolate the individuals and doing a pretty good job so far.
Grab the corner, shots ringing out from the pit position. Eli's head's been seen, so is Mangus. He needs that kill right now in 12 seconds. He hasn't got forward from MOUZ. Shui aggressive, seen on the jump face. Blytz wraps that corner, and Shui still deals with him. 5 HP though, susceptible to trade, and Eli knows it. Jumps around the corner, only needs one. Hopes for a boost up or a jump phase. Xerxin does extend out towards long, and that leads to his demise. A double swing from Mangus and Eli. Enterprise side themselves. Boosted up top of the coffins. First face from Shane gives up the ghost. The 4-on-2 now for the Enterprise side. Mangus might get driven back himself. The M4 just firing away. And return fire from Jim. In fact, trying to predict where he is. It's like the one place in the smoke where he can hide and evade the AWP.
Shane down towards the bottom of Banana. Stinks is starting to swing around. That's a decent pick. But now they're going to start charging through.
Around the force invest for MOUZ. They're more of a half buy than anything else. Just MHL down to the $100, and Han and Blytz dealing with all that they can here towards long. Dropping the bomb, and pretty much winning the round for it.
Pretty insane to think that this was a 7-3 scoreline at one point for MOUZ NXT. They haven't really capitalized too much further from that point onwards, and that is scary signs to continue here on map 1. Even Blytz just farming up the eco frags, does eventually drop. Han posted with the AWP up onto the long angle. Got teammates all around.
Away from any util thrown down. Incendiary for Han, even gets him a bit of extra support. Ooh, Jimfat walks right past him. He thinks he might not have even been there. Spray's doing damage. Mangus can finish off Xerxin. Double up. Look for the triple kill, in fact. Drop that bomb. Quadra found. Yes, he is. What a... Shots out from Han. Trying to find the pick on Jimfat. That's exactly what he gets.
Be quick.
Sprays through M4, gets that one kill. Xerxin with a trade back, making it a 3-on-3. Actually, these Deagles step up for MOUZ. One smoked off. MHL hiding back in the back corner. Blytz trying to check for it, but Xerxin has a gap to work with. Eli with one frag, needs 2 more. Gets MHL down low, but doesn't get the pick. Man alive. Beautiful shooting, and now MOUZ are going to springboard that into a follow-up round. At least it's
go for the quick adaption on the T side. Very pacey up towards the top of Banana, and even Shane cuts off one of those rotates. Clears down towards second mid. They're not going to enter towards the door, or are they? No,
doesn't get them back in the lead.
It's the breaking point round. Even the boost up towards the top of the sandbag.
Oh!
Back in for MHL. The Elive's going to...
Molotov's back towards the back of New Box. Shui and Jimfat tank that nade to the face. Han with the orb. Frag trying to look for that second Blytz. Going to get tagged down very heavily. Jimfat closes out with that frag. Han doubling up. Desperate to get the triple. Knows the Xerxin's out there somewhere. The fix not landing though. And Jimfat's made his way closer and closer. Shoulder bait. Gets more control. Han still stands and fights, but doesn't last forever. It Stinks alone. 35 seconds and 2 T-side players on very different angles of the crossfire. I think they're aware of where he is. Flash in. Xerxin's seen him now. Swings out for the frag. And the round...
maybe really minimalize the distance. Oh, the nades are good though. Look
wow.
at that. Triple nades with the incendiary.
Auto shotgun taps on the first and the second. 2 bucks fired, 2 frags gained. AK now in his hands. And from there, the round should fall in favour of Enterprise.
Now, there is an entry coming down towards A, but MHL gets caught off towards Boiler. And now for Xerxin, he's just got to back himself.
On for the clutch, bomb on his back. Han on sight though, Deagle standing. So close to a Shui as well. Flash in, he has the boost up, not aware where they're going to be. Gets that 1 kill, damage to the second. The orb of Han, accounted for by MHL. A 4-on-3 situation.
Oh, Stinks getting aggressive over towards A, deals with 1 at least.
And I can assume MHL Orb scope sees Mangus with a kill back, and the crossfire locks. Jimfat can break one side of it. Now they've got to turn it towards that apartment's player. Zershun struggling with a spray, but comes up good in the end. The bomb. Jimfat hearing the footsteps. Not at the common pre-fire positions. Eli can still get that kill, but Zershun with a quick swing and a quick trade to watching and waiting. But Zershun and Shui to swing. Could line up, but Hard just connects that one shot.
Just get out of there.
Now the T-side orb will start bringing in an Eli. We challenged out here towards Speedway. MHL does find Mangus, and the M4 AK battle goes the way of the AK. A slight shoulder peeking out. Now Han's in trouble. He's got to get at this shot.
Oh, it's a distraction, and they're starting to...
They know it has to be the B play here.
Quick play in towards Banana. Double orbs on the retake. This
firing back past the walls. Let's waits for his chance. MHL gives himself up to Stinks. That's the advantage now for Enterprise, and Blytz continues pressing the issue. Looking for Jimfat back at Dark. Shane waiting, and the headshot's been seen by Jimfat. How did he spot him? Blytz will be questioning that. Shane's waiting for a spray back against Stinks. Hard known to Jimfat's angle. That's
turn away from the flash. They actually haven't committed just yet.
Stinks held back behind the broken wall. Hard and Mangus and Stinks come up good with the Deagle especially. And MHL's left alone, his main force fallen out to the A-site execution. The AWP was holding back, and now left to clutch it in the one on fire. At least lands that first. AK pulled out against the rest of them though. Backstab also inbound towards that Banana position. Only a matter of time before MHL's a dead man. He live struggles and does get picked up. MHL still doing work though. 1v2 now. 3 HP for this clutch, 10 seconds left as well. Got to win the fight, so it's not going to happen. Position. And we're going to check flower pots. Hasn't been used that much so far. Shui's going to get past pretty safely, but the spray is good for that one frag. Eli backs up as Blytz gets a double. Mangus with one of his own, and Zershun's alone with the Deagle, so it looks like we play on here for Inferno. Unless the most magical clutch comes in right here and now, I don't think Zershun's going to do anything. And indeed, Blytz with a triple.
Eli tries to bring it out. Ops against it, actually.
M4 swing for Mangus, gets his one kill, not quite a second. Zershun responds in kind. 4-on-4 situation, and Han's ready for more against the AWP of MHL. Lands the frag, and lands the follow-up to get the man advantage, but doesn't keep it forever. Shui trading a 3-on-3 situation. Now Zershun out into the side, sees Eli, but doesn't get the good shot towards him.
Even with the flash.
Shui trying to find Eli on his lonesome. Backed up, but he looks the wrong way. Thinking that Eli might have been further back, but no. Now Jimfat alone for the clutch. This young man's been impressive so far in this game, and he'll dish out the damage to Stinks, but take it. Jimfat will be knowing about him. Doesn't know where Eli's gone to, and just gets the back off.
And they're making a lot of noise with this. Leave the late lurk towards the top of B. Other than that, it's going to be Mangus to strike and catch the info.
Yeah, that incendiary didn't extend all the way out behind quad itself, just out ahead of it. Driving that AWP back, flashes in as Blytz follows suit, and Shui will fall. A 5-on-3 situation gained, and Shane just can't get anything. Tight gap there between the apartments and the side. Now MHL swings, Mangus is core. Stinks is also going to get overwhelmed by the AWP, so first contact with a short aggression from Han. Jimfat has no idea how much in danger he is. That bomb plant towards the back wall, the nades coming in towards MHL's position, and eventually a blind bullet will land towards him. And Stinks now have a HP advantage to work with here on the site. Defensive fast plays inbound from MOUZ NXT, and Mangus deals with Zershun. Stinks on the crossfire, drops that bomb. Jimfat also facing, but MHL and Shane get a couple of trades. Blytz back in from mid, deals with one. Mangus still on site, gets a double though, and Shane's alone towards this clutch again in a 1 versus 3, and into the hands of Han. He'll fall deftly to his... Just about making his way towards brackets. They do extend around the arc position, and they have got MHL's AWP watching from library, but still getting trumped by an AK-47. Shane and Shui with it all to do. Shane overwhelmed. Shui pushed into the corner, quite literally gets the first, not the second, and this should be done from here. It felt like Enterprise would lose their own map pick. But now they've got full control. Zershun fighting hard to bring something back here, dealing with 2. But Jimfat falls. Mangus will find the second.
Very quick out of the gates to get themselves some lock and control. And Mangus is giving a lot of respect. So is the Eli. Han recognizing the play towards outside. But now ramp is opened up completely.
Now Shu with a double stabilizing that last shot just in time. Han backed up towards old Toxic. Stinks does find Shane in the lobby control. So a 3-on-3. MOUZ rethink the strategy. Get up towards the A side because they've got a player on the backside already. Shui with another double, a quadra in this round. Out towards Squeaky Door right about now. The USP will try to take a fight on towards the mics of Shui. Shui will get the position, but it works out well enough for them to work their way towards the outside control of the MOUZ NXT side. Slight gap and I smoke that Eli's going to exploit. Jimfat first to fall. Aggressing as the smoke starts to clear, and Zershun thinking he might have escaped right here. He swings, in fact, for the headshot. That's 2 kills with a Mac 10. The firepower advantage still sits with MOUZ, but they've got to apply these AKs to decency, and it's just not happening. Blitz's SMG doesn't see anything up at the top of the rafters. Shui makes his way around. Stinks, catches the Mag 7 players alive for Enterprise, so all 5 guns can come forward, saving on the Galils and the AKs, providing a little bit extra catch relief from Stinks and Han.
And now Mangus is going to receive some damage towards Ram.
Oh. MHL took a ding for it. Blytz can follow suit onto Shui, trade it right back.
Mangus just crunching forward. This is looking deadly.
And Xertion swings, Shane with a frag, Mangus trades to a 3-on-3, Shane responding back to 3-on-2, Jimfat makes it down all to Han, up in the Tetris position but doesn't know where Xertion is.
Saw him behind the smoke.
Look at the damage done to Han so early into this round. Blytz is the first casualty. Xertion wasting no time to kick things off. MOUZ swing out from Shui is dealt with by Stinks in the back sight, and he's ready to swing for even more. Jimfat caught for damage. He gets away with a decent kill and is trades back from the AWP of Han instead. 3-on-3, Mangus lobby crunch dealt with. Han does finally drop, and HiGHLiGHTS gap in that smoke does burn one player. I don't think he got seen either. He certainly has been seen now. The
idea that there's a lack of head Kevlar to come through from Enterprise, this could actually be a really good idea, and even hard just getting sprayed down in towards that bench.
Lobby crunch will start to be set up here by Enterprise. Stinks already in over at the hot position. Blytz out towards Squeaky, gets his 2 kills. Stinks follows suit. Enterprise will find victories in other ways, it seems.
Of course they will. Didn't even need the Rat players. Both out from hard and Squeaky. More success is being found. What a round by Blytz.
Now the economy is going to be wrecked for the Enterprise side, so sticking around like that definitely has aided things. Let's get back on track with the match. HiGHLiGHTS in at credit cards. It's Han that strikes first on MHL. Xertion with a trade back and swings to the responsive, doubles up. So he's expecting there to be some sort of backstab. Blytz will get overwhelmed as Xertion does start swinging. Jimfat does get caught, and a great smoke down as well from Stinks' support. Doubles up to the kill count, so a 2 versus 2 as Shane trades and doubles up towards Blytz himself as an individual. Mangus now left alone to the clutch.
1v2, swing out from heaven. No one's watching it right now. This could be a very good chance onto the first, but the bomb could just drop in the vents.
Takes the face, the Incendiary comes out to force Shane out to the open. Doesn't win it though, the AK headshots.
Found a spot on MOUZ NXT.
Spotter's working well for him. Working well for the MOUZ side as of right now here, obviously. In the lead, decimating HiGHLiGHTS to kick things off. This round going stunningly well for them so far. Burst fire from Stinks though. Trades back on MHL, a 4-on-4. Forcing and waiting, turning away. Swing forward as Shane does win another fight, so MOUZ regain the advantage.
Well, this is not looking good. Out to the double doors. Han's got to try and strike. Drop that bomb if it's all possible.
Oh, Shui didn't see him, so the headshot is landed. The bomb is indeed dropped. Mangus gets the advantage back for the CT side, and everyone starts falling. It's Shane again to clutch this. Flashes forward, Shane bursting desperately so, and the kill from Blytz is found. HP. And the door shut once again, but he's still alive here. MOUZ hold the 5-on-5 situation. Xertion finally breaks the deadlock. The Molotov comes in to try to drive them back, but Blytz there with the trade. MHL wasn't seen here. Oh, this could get real interesting. How far do they extend without checking Han? Also being heard. 2-player backstab. MHL's got them both. Spray can exit so wonderfully, and that should be the round that Mangus is still fighting. Knows where Jimfat is, tags him low. MHL swings out for the triple, and HiGHLiGHTS has nowhere to go.
Oh, this is so disappointing. So many low HP players. It could still be expensive. The HiGHLiGHTS going to do his absolute best to recover one of those AKs, bring it into the next round. Enterprise, though, just got
down to 18 points of health. HiGHLiGHTS catching Shui. Xertion in at credit card is going to have to be wary about how he takes his face. He's aware of at least 2 CT players, one close and one watching his position. It's Han landing the AWP frag onto Shane. That brings it to a 5-on-3 for the Enterprise side. Jimfat, 1 response, so that returns things to a decent standing.
Oh, Xertion outside. Might be able to catch off the HiGHLiGHTS, but no, the wraparound. The spin comes through, and now Jimfat falls. MHL's the last one. Oh, there's another one.
Saying hi as the AWP of Han watches. Smoke set as Shane lands the opener. HiGHLiGHTS.
Play. Mangus has got to get careful that he falls back, because the last thing he wants to do is hang around. He gets legged up by the AWP, actually. They're close towards lower right now.
Dives down with that bomb. Han swings upon Jimfat, where he eats him pretty well. And this eco gets a bomb plant bonus cash investment into the next round. So we should be seeing a decent buyback for round 50. Make their way up towards this. Incendiary is sent back, and now Enterprise make their way in.
Hang on a moment, Jay. This is so winnable. They've just got to waste a lot of time, and even the NWP could be posted. Now the smoke goes down. They've got a molly for the bomb.
Oh, that's perfect as well. That might just be enough Opening up the double doors, Shane in the corner, undetected, swings out for one, Stinks with a responsive back, the flashbang forward, Shuey, P2, got pulled out, oh, he gets the frag for it, and now one man left, oh, the quick scope straight through. Done here, Dwayne. MOUZ's CT side is coming up after this 15th, and at least Blytz can start against Zershin. The XM for Stinks gets one good frag, Shane trades it and gets an instant headshot to respond. Hans Orp up at heaven, now going to be accounted for because he drops in, gets an AWP sequence of his own right to close with a triple, and at least
should be able to run away with this.
Pistols pulled out for the force forward on Zershin, looking for the opening couple of kills. It's actually Blytz and Stinks that kick things off, but Jimfat and MHL will trade all the same to a 3-on-3 that doesn't last long. HiGHLiGHTS being spotted, tapped up for damage, but no kill for MHL, sees the other two. Blytz will get fragged back, and now it's all to Jimfat to clutch.
They might not expect Jimfat to be in here so quickly. Blytz has no idea that he's here, and now the last two T players are just going to dive into the bomb site.
Checking around that corner, tapping that bomb once. Forced the T's to peek against it. Han counter flash forward. The squeaky door opened up once. Take face. HiGHLiGHTS seen, but Jimfat can't land the kill shot. No opening and closing the door itself. Just stalling for time. Jimfat now on the 5-second stick. They're going to face him in from two angles now. HiGHLiGHTS seeing that no one's on the bomb. Tap forward, gets the shot, but doesn't get the round itself. It will be a pistol for Enterprise.
Incredibly well played in that 2v1, and even Hard's going to try and see if he can fight out this last towards outside for Blytz.
MHL Zorp sees his man, gets Blytz on the outside. Spray to provide some covering fire, dropping off and hiding behind the smoke gap there that Han is unaware of. Gets picked up, Stinks, finally wraps in the back and shoots him dead. Still CT's coming pretty thick and fast here. Kill found, Mac 10 overwhelmed as the bomb just about goes down. And Mangus well out of position, can't make this defense.
Has to just hold the AK, bring it into the next round.
The AK is of course brought back alongside the AWP on Han's part. Zershin, however, with the opening frag on Mangus.
It's a very good start indeed. Spam through towards that squeaky door position, and even outside, Orpfield Jewel goes the way of MHL to even follow up towards the top of the silo, refacing forward, and does eventually fall.
Mr. Mark onto Jimfat. Incendiary sent down by the T side as the AKs continue to get swung upon, and Shane catches HiGHLiGHTS, but he's playing around that. That might be a concern for HiGHLiGHTS later. There you go.
And as soon as the smoke starts to possibility, and Shane's getting aggressive in hearts.
Might line up three. He gets two players tagged down.
Switch.
Jimfat ready and waiting. Stinks first man out. AWP missing. And Jimfat forced to respond towards the second player. Keep things relatively close, but the trail play distraction. The flashbang forward. He's stalling for time. He's forced it out. Blytz is going down. And the round is won by MOUZ.
Oh, Zershin.
Double comeback than it was over on Inferno. MOUZ have had their number all game long so far, and Zershin will get overwhelmed as the first casualty, but Shane there with the lineup alongside Shuey, able to get 3 kills on the trot. HiGHLiGHTS trades back 2 to a 2-on-2, with the York now rotating up from the vents. MHL will just slowly start to prod the bomb in his sights. HiGHLiGHTS caught, shot to the back of the head, like a scene from a Mice and Men. It's Mangus, now set to his own 1v2.
Gotta get this fight. Gotta draw MH out in the open before he can get to the bomb.
Can't quite find the kill shots against them. Han and HiGHLiGHTS extending out as Shane and Shuey have the crossfire. Desperate to get the killing as the bomb carrier, who extends way too far forward for Enterprise. MOUZ have control of this. They'll follow suit onto Mangus. It's a 5-on-2 situation.
Trying to recover it at all costs, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen at all. Stinks with one, Blytz out in the open, and I don't honestly think
MHL with a swing. Shane gets his kill alongside Shuey. HiGHLiGHTS with a responsive on the AK-47's part. The advantage still sits with MOUZ, and MHL provides support to make sure that Shane is still alive here. Looking for the headshot on Blytz, and he gets it as well. MHL steals the last bullet on the kill, and Mangus is left alone in the 1v4 clutch.
Spotted out towards that chair position, at least. They've got a J. This is just going to make the economy even worse. Both players. Who's going to peek first?
He's thinking about it. Mangus got some backup. The spray damage will come through pretty decently to the T side, but the kill goes the way of Enterprise, and Shane is forced to trade the map. Flashes to come forward, no. Dry face, straight into the hands of the AWP, sees the first. Does get domed in by HiGHLiGHTS. Shane's there for a fast response himself. Incendiary on the default plant position. That will force HiGHLiGHTS off of it. No, he just sticks the plant, but he will fall in the end. Mangus alone towards the B-lurk, and they're unawares of him. They're checking all positions. That might allow the Spags to close in, and he's going to have direct eyes on the connector control. Spray through on Jimfat and on Zershin. Now is Shane alone, and he's just got to go towards the side, stick on the defuse for 5 seconds. Any util Mangus' nade is going to come in a little bit late. Oh, and it misses. When you look back at that nade and see how it missed, they're going to be just absolutely decimated by that mentally. It's another shoulder base scene for the tag damage on Xerxes. Partly Incendiary to drive him back or straight forward into the kill that HiGHLiGHTS will take.
Split play on the cards. Jimfat playing out for the balcony. 40 seconds left, and Shane is caught off the lurk towards A. That's so much information.
Playing a bait position, looking on towards that short angle, now towards the apartments as Blytz gets caught. Mangus swung upon. Jimfat continues to take face as the AWP continues firing. The lurk out towards Min is dealt with by Shui, so Mangus is left alone. Back towards spawn, running all the way towards the A site. Get the hell out of there. For the buyback, however. Upgrade pistols on those two, and HiGHLiGHTS already attacked to 53. Gets the kill on Shane, though.
Gonna be the quicker A play. Already a good spot for information. HE dunk down towards a ramp.
Here. Swing forward for Han. Plant down, open at the other side. A default Bersertion lines him and back up. Mangus with a decent trade back to the Slade by Xerxes, and once again it's Blytz here.
This should be an easy kill win for Jimfat. Close it down completely, overlooks it, 7-0, and what was so aggressive, and such an off angle too towards that left-hand side. The peek comes through, the bomb gets dropped. Oh, you feel for Mangus, and now Blytz is even gonna fall.
Oh dear. AWP ready for the frag against HiGHLiGHTS. MHL is holding back. Han does get one trade, finally getting something back alongside the AWP dropping, but Xerxes
are really overextending.
Han gets his frag back, and now the A site's opened up. Xerxes swung upon towards short, gets HiGHLiGHTS to trade back a 2-on-2. Flash is in, is he ready for Stinks? Apparently not. He drops in against him, and Stinks will be able to look the right way at the right. Gets out of dodge in the end. Stinks might fall to the bomb blast. That at least makes it expensive for the first couple picks on the board in that round. Burst forward from Shui. Look at how far forward he wants to get towards this. Mangus, however, with the kill. Burst fire from Xerxes. Got to get that trade, and indeed he will be able to do so. Stinks tagged down by the Molotov thrown up towards the apartments. Easily killed off by Jimfat there. Swinging back to the headshot to double up and make up for the clutch he couldn't win in the last round. HiGHLiGHTS left alone in this one. Sprays back as he does catch Xerxes, but Jimfat is still looking for his triple. Might just get it, but MHL steals it.
Towards underpass position. Catches off the first. That's a lot of damage being done. The HE back. There it is. Stinks the drop.
Apps start the rotation as well towards that A site. HiGHLiGHTS, foot's been seen. Shane can get some decent damage, but it might still Apps. He's gonna have to hold against these short individuals, and Mangus is now being detected, trying to go for the life on Xerxes, but he just gets the standard kill.
Oh, it's a cancel. They're going in towards A. They know it's already been ripped apart, and now Blytz drops the bomb. MHL to be able to fight from the top of con. The AWP from Han doing his absolute best. Time is low. Another fight being presented, but not being found.
I set themselves up in Apps to get something out of this one. Stinks. Back to run whole hog into the M4. Xerxes with a kill found. Jimfat will be traded. Mangus swings upon and does get a deagle shot back, so they do actually manage to get...
And just thinking about MOUZ's perspective, the fact that you come
underpass. Shui gonna wait for his chance to strike Shane. The edge of the smoke as MHL gets picked up. Shui with the trade. Shane with 1 and 2. Knows about number 3, but he can't quite connect it. Doesn't matter. Xerxes and Jimfat. MHL watching, ready for that AWP to pop out to get that pick in. Instead, it's Shui with the opener down towards underpass. Han picked up by that M4. MHL will strike on Blytz. And Mangus and Stinks 2-on-5.
Even the re-peek down towards that window position. Mangus stuck down low. Stinks does find an opener. Oh, what a shot from MHL, mate!
That's so sick. MOUZ banged out on Enterprise. Spray through for Shui, trying to do some damage early to the T-side players exiting out of Palace. It's Han with the opening kill. Shui can trade it, and the AWP of MHL can catch HiGHLiGHTS looking the wrong way. A double up towards Stinks. One player out in the open of Han, dealt with by Jimfat. Mangus 1v4. Mangus spotted, not quite dead. AWP of MHL ready for the swing and ready for the kill. This could be a bit of a curveball. He fires so early and it's nothing on Shui's part, but Shane and Jimfat walk right past him and he gets no kill shots. Shui trading back on Han's decent response of a 4 versus 3. The bomb's gone down and Han is fallen.
Oh, everything's falling apart. Backstab in from Market. Backstab coming through from the apartments itself. The Eli's just going to get pressed aggressively, and Shui...
Second half. And there's
even
no way
out. Live down towards Underbox. Going to get forced out in the open by the Molly.
Molly set, MHL kill found on Han. HiGHLiGHTS drop into the hands of Shane.
Hoping that MOUZ NXT just get over-aggressive on the post plant.
Well, they want to get aggressive, but they'll still win those fights. And Blytz and Stinks will get a couple back, but Stinks traded and now responded to by Shane.